My plan is to paint this little roll dresser in curry milk paint, Sweet Pickens, and then put this gorgeous Jamie Ray vintage medium rice paper on the front here. All right, we're gonna mix up this milk paint, and there's a little bit of shine on here, so I'm gonna add some extra bond to the first coat of paint so that it doesn't all chip off on my floor. Dumping the paint in a solo cup because it's kind of hard to clean out once it starts to dry up, and I don't want to have to deal with it. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. You can use a whisk or a fork or whatever. As the paint sits, it will thicken up. Give it like 1/4 of a cup here. And then I'm going to mix it with my brush. As this sits, it's going to get thicker and thicker.
We only put extra bond in the first coat to make it really stick well. The second coat is just paint and water, and it will really start to come to life. Use long strokes to even out your paint, and if you have any chunks, you can sand them off later and it will sand smooth. We put extra bond in milk paint because otherwise, if it's a shiny surface, it's very unpredictable. It can all chip off, and that's really not what I'm going for here. This is the second coat, so we're just evening it all out the next day. There's a tiny little white border around this JRV medium rice paper, so I am clipping that off, and then we are putting it on the piece. I'm just holding it where I want it, and then I'm scoring it with a razor blade in between the drawers. Now I'm grabbing my liquid patina decoupage medium and putting a good coat on there, and then we're going to lay down the first piece. Liquid patina is thinner than Mod Podge and other mediums, and it is my favorite because it really allows you to manipulate the paper without getting it too stuck on right away. Once you get it where you want it, take your liquid patina again and put your top layer on to seal that piece of paper right onto the dresser. As it dries, the bubbles will even out and it should look pretty good. Here I'm taking a razor blade and I'm just tucking under the little extra layer, and I will trim that off the next day with a sand block. I didn't film this part, but I put liquid patina on the back of this piece of paper instead of putting it right on the dresser. The other thing I forgot to tell you is I painted the back of this paper with DIY's White Swan to make sure that it was more opaque and it would look really good on this yellow dresser. Once I had the paper good and sealed in, I took my liquid patina and sealed up the entire piece. My unpredictable milk paint chipped off the top in a big clump overnight. So I pivoted and grabbed my weathered wood and then sealed it up with some more liquid patina. And I love her now. What do you think? Her name is Solene, and I think she is gorgeous and available. Take care.